Hi, good evening to all of you. I think we told you many times after 10 classes, it will be live streaming on the BCCA app. So the first 10 classes will be on YouTube only. After the 10 classes only, you will get the access through the BCCA app. So hi, good evening to all of you. So please check it out. Audio is in. Yes, ma'am. Please check it out whether it is an audible or not. So all of you, please check it out. The audio is in. Yes. So good evening to all of you. Yes, we will start with our discussion. In last session, we are in the charging section part. So if you are observing the charging section, can you tell me charging section is nothing but we are discussed in a 4 or 5 lines? Yes. With respect to law class only, maybe in live, not with respect to DT. Okay. So law ma'am told that point that is applicable for law only. Okay. The remaining classes in YouTube only for first 10 classes. Yeah. Yes. So in charging section, we know person definition also. Next, we know what do you mean by the total income also. Next, we are in the general rule or golden rule. What is the general rule or golden rule, ma'am? Income earned by a person during the previous year, on that income we have to pay the tax in which year, ma? Assessment year. In which year, ma? Assessment year. So I think we are already written the what is the previous year for our examination 23-24. What is the assessment year? 24-25. These are the years applicable for our next June as well as December 24 examinations. Yes, ma. Next. Yes, ma. All of you, very good evening. Next, please write it down, ma. Super. So I want to give you the definition of previous year along with the assessment year, ma. So next, give the heading previous year. So in general rule itself, ma. In C point itself, I want to give you the meaning of what, ma? Previous year. I want to give you the meaning of what, ma? Previous year. Section number, yes. In yesterday's session, I think we are not written the section 3. What is the section 3, ma? What is the section 3? Is nothing but definition of previous year only. In section 3, we have an what, ma? Definition of previous year. Yes. If you are written, yes, ma. In earlier session also, we are not written the, what is that point, ma? Section 3. What is it? Section 3 is nothing but meaning of previous year. In this session, we are, yes, sir, written the meaning. Can you tell me what is that, ma? Section 3. Okay. All of you, please type your answer in a chat box. Please type your answer in a chat box. In an income tax, previous year and assessment years are calendar years or financial years. All of you. So please think and type your answer in a chat box. In an income tax, assessment year and previous years are financial years or calendar years. Previous year and assessment years are denoted or expressed as in calendar years format or financial years format, financial year format only. So that's why definition also will be started is in the financial year in which we earn the income or we are paying the tax, in which we means nothing but okay, in which you earn the income is called as, please tell me, is called as PY. What is a PY, ma? Previous year. You have to write this. Previous year means it is in financial year in which you earn the income is called as what, ma? Previous year. Okay. Then what is a present previous year for our exams, ma? Present previous year is 2023, 2024. 2023 and 2024. Okay. So if you are observing that always we have an previous year, how many months, ma? 12 months. So always in previous year we have how many months, ma? 12 months. But in some exceptional cases, we have a period in the previous year less than 12 months also. Can you tell me what, ma? In some exceptional cases, if you are observing that, yes, ma, previous year having the what, ma? Less than 12 months also. Can you tell me what are the exceptional cases? Long ago, this is also asked as an MCQ for 1 mark, ma. In whole syllabus, we have an MCQs for 1 mark. And that time, once this is an examination question only. Example, I will tell you. So I got a job in August month. I got in one job in August. I'm earning the salary income from which month, ma? August month only. I'm earning the salary income from which month, ma? August only. In this situation, can you tell me what is the previous year for you from August to year ending? So in this situation, can you tell me less than 12 months? Yes. So if you are observing that new source of income, what is it? New source of income started from 12/9/2023. Just randomly I am taking one date, ma. Yes, if you are observing that here, what is that, ma? Previous year is start from 12/9/2023 to, can you tell me what is the year end, ma? 31st March 2024. 31st March 2024. This is only what, ma? Previous year. So next one. So myself, I started the one business or profession on 1st September of the previous year. So in this situation, last case we are talking about the what, one new source of income, like nothing but our earning, like salary or any other thing. Next thing, I'm talking about the new business or profession. B by P means what, ma? Business or profession started from, yes, ma, or commences from, yes, ma, or commences from. Can you tell me what is the date, ma? 1/9/2023. In these also, previous year will start from the 1/9/2023 to year ending, that is 31st March 2024. In these exceptional cases, always previous year less than how many months, ma? 12 months. Less than how many months, ma? 12 months. Are you clear? So please confirm, ma, whether voice isn't clear or not. So if you are giving the clarity, then I will proceed with the next topic also. Yes, ma'am. Next, along with the previous year, I want to give you the meaning of assessment year also. So in this only, I want to give you the meaning of what, ma? Assessment year. Okay. So please open the chat box and type your answer. Assessment year also, first of all, what, ma? This is in financial year in which, can you tell me, in which you pay the tax. You pay the tax. Is called as what, ma? Is called as assessment year. Is called as what, ma? Assessment year. Is called as what, ma? Assessment year. So in this situation, so assessment year meaning, you know, this is a financial year in which you are pay the what, ma? Tax. Second thing, can you tell me what is the present assessment year, ma? Present assessment year for our examination is 2024-25. 2024-25. Next. Okay. So if you are observing that always it is also having that how many months ma? 12 months only. There is no exceptions here. Always how many months ma? 12 months only. There is no exception for this. Okay. So if you are observing the charging section, every person whose total income of which year ma? Previous year. Yes. Exceeds. Yes ma. Exceeds. What is that point ma? Maximum amount not chargeable to tax. I will tell you. So Biban Banerjee, hi. Okay. Sir, myself, I am a person. My total income during the previous year 5 lakh. Suppose example 5 lakh. So in Income Tax Act 1961, they are setting one maximum amount. So they are setting the what? One maximum amount. So if you are earning the amount below this maximum amount not chargeable to tax, that means what? This is one limit they are setting. If you are earning the below this amount, that is exempt from the tax. If you are earning any amount more than the maximum amount not chargeable to tax, then you have to pay the what? Tax. In layman's language, we are calling it as a basic exemption limit. Yes, sir. For every person, they are given the one basic exemption limit. If your income exceeded the basic exemption limit, you have to pay the what? Tax. So they are given these as in simple words as in what? BEL. Can you tell me what is that BEL? Basic exemption limit. If your total income of the previous year exceeds the maximum amount not chargeable to tax, then you have to pay the what? Tax. On that situation, you are treated as an huma SSE. If person haven't tax liability, then that person termed as in what? SSE. Okay. First, we have to know about the what? Maximum amount not chargeable to tax. So C point is over. Then we have to start the D point. Yes, ma. In charging section, we are defined the each and every word definitions. So right now we are in that what? Maximum amount. This is a maximum amount not chargeable to tax. But if you are exceeded this amount, you have to pay the tax. Okay. Maximum amount not chargeable to tax. So can you tell me in simple words we can call it as an what? Basic exemption limit. So if you are observing that in person definition, we have in many categories. For each and every category, we want to know the basic exemption limits. We want to know the what? Basic exemption limits. Shall we start? Yes. So person and the next basic exemption limit is what? Okay. First, individual who is a non-resident or resident having the less than how many years? 60 years. Suppose if any person is there, that person is non-resident, okay, or resident but having that how many years? Less than 60 years. That means what? 59 or less. Okay, comma. Next, individual. Can you tell me who are covered already? Non-resident over. Resident 60 years less than also over. Can you tell me another category? So nothing but I am covering the resident individual. Whom? Resident individual. Can you tell me? We have to know about the more than equal to 60 years of age, but less than how many years of age? Less than 80 years of age. Can you name this person? Can you give me one name for this person? Senior citizen. What is that? Senior citizen. Okay. Third category, can you tell me for resident individual, how many categories are over? So less than 60 over 60 equal or above, less than 80 also over. Next one ma, less than or equal to 80 years. Can you tell me name of this person ma? Very senior citizen or super, very or super senior citizen. Okay. So individual, all categories are over. Individual, all categories are over. Next one ma, in person definition we have an who ma? If you are observing in person definition we have an few more persons. Can you tell me? HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. So all the persons also covered under individual, resident or individual, non-resident, resident less than 60 category only. That means in first category only they are covered. Next, can you tell me? Fourth one ma? Company. Remaining all other persons in person definition, company, partnership firm, LLP. Next one ma, local authority, cooperative society. Local authority. Next one ma, cooperative society. So can you check it out the total person definition ma? Is anyone left or all the persons are covered? All the persons are covered. Okay. So basic exemption limit I want to know from you only. So please tell me, resident, individual less than 60 years or non-resident. So if one person is termed as a non-resident, suppose individual is termed as a non-resident, irrespective of age limit, he is covered under first only. And HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Can you tell me what is the basic exemption limit ma? Rupees 2,50,000. Second one, more than or equal to 60 years, less than 80 years is a resident individual. For him, the basic exemption limit is nothing but how much ma? 3 lakh. Next one, resident individual who having the age of more than or equal to 80 years, very senior citizen, super senior citizen, for him basic exemption limit is how much ma? 5 lakh. Basic exemption limit is what ma? 5 lakh. Company, partnership, LLP, local authority, cooperative society, for them basic exemption limit is nothing but what ma? Nil. There is no basic exemption limit. Okay. In my case, can you tell me what is that earned income from salaries ma? 5 lakh in my case. So I am covering under the what ma? First category, because my age is less than resident individual and less than how many years ma? 60 years. I am covered under the what ma? First category. So in this situation for me basic exemption limit is what ma? 2,50,000. But my salary income is how much ma? 5 lakh. So more than basic exemption limit I earn. So that's why I required to pay the what ma? Tax in this situation. So till now I am calling as an what ma? Person. After this I am calling as an what ma? SSE. If any person have a requirement to pay the tax, that person is termed as what ma? SSE. So straight away we will discuss the definition of what ma? SSE. Shall we start the SSE definition ma? So what is the sequence ma? First, you are covered under the present definition. Then after your total income of the previous year exceeds the basic exemption limit, then you are called as a what ma? SSE. Then automatically your position will be changed from person to what ma? SSE. Okay. Any person who requires to pay tax under Income Tax Act 1961 is called as SSE. Is called as what ma? SSC. Next, please obey the charging section. I think you are understood the flow of the discussion also. Every person whose total income of the previous year exceeds the basic exemption limit, then you are called as an what ma SSC, and you are chargeable to income tax. That means you are required to pay the income tax. Yet rates. Can you tell me what ma? Yet rates. Specified in. Can you tell me rates are specified in where ma? Finance Act. I think you know what do you mean by the Finance Act also. You know what do you mean by the what ma? Finance Act also. Next, can you tell me Finance Act for our examination is nothing but what ma? 2023. Finance Act is 2023. That is relevant for the which assessment year ma? Assessment year 24-25. For assessment year 24-25, what is the relevant Finance Act ma? Finance Act 2023, from which you have to know about the tax rates. Or the tax rates only you have to apply on what ma? Total income. The tax rates only you have to apply on what ma? Total income. Shall we discuss the tax rates? All of you, please type your participation. All of you, Monisha, Lakshmi Prasanna, Parvati, Nagarajan, Silpa, Banerjee, Madhuvita. All of you, please participate. Shall we start the tax rates? Yes, ma'am. So E is also over. Next category we have to discuss the F. Nothing but we have to discuss about the what ma tax rates. Next we have to discuss about the what ma tax rates. So if any person wants to calculate the tax liability, so we have to add the three components ma. We have to add how many components? Three components. First component is nothing but income tax. We have to use that what ma? Income tax rates. For that we have to add the, next we have to add the surcharge. Next we have to add the, for this, health and education cess. Health and what ma? Education cess. So I will tell you one logic also. If you want to find out the income tax liability, you need to use that what ma? Income tax rates. Okay. So what are that we have? I will tell you. What are that we have? I will tell you. First thing, normal tax rates. So I will tell you what do you mean by the normal tax rates also. We have what ma? Normal tax rates. Or we have an option to follow the what ma? Optional tax rates also. We have an option to follow the what ma? Optional tax rates also. Some incomes are always taxable at an what ma? Special tax rate. So for some incomes, we are always needs to use what ma? Special tax rates. Okay. In order to find out the income tax liability, I am talking about the only income tax liability, not tax liability. So if you want to find out the income tax liability, we want to use that what ma? Income tax rates only. So you have an option. You can follow the normal tax rates also. Either you can follow the what ma? Optional tax rate also. But certain incomes like casual incomes, weddings incomes, capital gain incomes, always taxable at what ma? Special tax rate. That is always you have to apply the special tax rate. Then you are combining these are all the things. Then you will get what ma? Income tax rates. Then you will get what ma? Income tax rates. Nothing but what ma? Income tax liability. Okay, simply we can write instead of that income tax liability. If you want to get an income tax liability, you have to use that what ma? Normal tax rate or optional. Anyone. You should not apply both. Anyone. Either normal or optional. But certain incomes are always taxable at a special tax rate. For that, you have to use that what ma? Special tax rate only. Then you will get what ma? Income tax liability. Okay. On this income tax liability, we need to collect the what ma? Surcharge. Surcharge needs to be applied on what ma? Income tax only. So, in after getting the income tax plus surcharge, please look at the screen. On both these things, we have to add what ma? Health and education cess. What is that flow ma? First income tax liability. Then after you have to add the surcharge. Can you tell me surcharge is collected on what ma? Income tax. So after combining the income tax liability surcharge on both these components, we want to collect the what ma? Health and education cess. Okay. If you are added these three components, finally you will get what ma? Tax liability. That is you have to pay. That is a final amount you have to pay towards the government. Are you clear up to now? Yes. Shall we start the one by one ma? Okay. So please select which one we want to discuss starting. So at the start, we want to discuss about the what ma? Normal tax rate we will start. In today's session, we will discuss about the what ma? Normal tax rate. All of you, is it okay for you? Yes, ma'am. So I am in the tax rates discussion only. Please observe. In tax rates F point, first I am discussing the normal tax rates. Yes. I want to go with the what ma? Normal tax rates. For every person, yes sir, who are covered under the person definition, for them I want to know about the what ma? Tax rates. Okay. First, can you tell me in category 1, we have an individual, either he is a non-resident, irrespective of age, for him basic exemption limit. If he is a non-resident, what is the basic exemption limit? 2,50,000. Or if he is a resident, less than how many years ma? 60 years. Next, individual, HUF, AOP, BOI. Next, AJP. For them, what is the basic exemption limit? 2,50,000. If they earn the income up to 2,50,000, no need to pay any tax because that is what ma? Basic exemption. From 2,50,000, that means what ma? 2,50,000, 1 rupee to next slab is how much ma? 5 lakh. Can you tell me what is the next slab ma? 5 lakh. So 2,50,000, the below amount is an exempt. 2,50,000 to 5 lakh. For this differential 2,50,000, we have to pay the what is the rate ma? 5%. What is the rate ma? 5%. Next slab ma? 5 lakhs to 5 lakh 1 rupee to 10 lakh. For this differential of 5 lakh, we have to pay the what ma? 20%. What is the rate ma? 20%. So next, above 10 lakh, always, yes sir, above 10 lakh, always we have to pay the what ma? 30%. So why I am discussing this detailed discussion? So with regarding the tax rate, simple. This will be useful for our next chapter. If they are giving the tax liability computation, etc., no need to search for the tax rate which are applicable for every SSC. You have to remember each and every SSC related tax rates. Then only you can do the problem comfortably. So if you are riding along with me, definitely you have an edge. So one time revision is over in classroom itself. Then after, if you are spending 30 minutes or 1 hour in your preparation time, that's enough. Your second revision will be also done. So that's why please participate in our discussion along with me. And if you want to ask any doubt with respect to the tax rates or any other things also, you can message. Okay. Category 2, can you tell me who is that ma? Resident individual who is in having that age of what ma? More than or equal to 60 years, less than how many years ma? 80 years. Can you tell me what is the name of that person? Senior citizen. So can you tell me for him basic exemption limit will be increased or not ma? Yes. 0 to how much ma? 3 lakh. 0 to how much ma? 3 lakh. So can you tell me 3 lakh 1 rupee to, yes ma, next slab is what ma? 5 lakh. What is the basic exemption limit? Sorry, what is the tax rate ma? Here nil, here what ma? 5%. Next 5 lakh 1 rupee to, 5 lakh 1 rupee to, what is that ma? 10 lakh. What is that ma? 20%. Next above 10 lakh. Endamma. So above 10 lakh, what is the tax rate ma? 30%. About 10 lakh, what is the tax rate ma? 30%. Are you clear up to now? Next, third category only important in my perspective. In my perspective, this is only that important. You have to know resident individual having the age of 80 years or more. So he is a very or what ma? Super senior citizen. Very or super senior citizen. Can you tell me what is the basic exemption limit ma? 5 lakh. 5 lakh below that tax liability will be nil. Then 5 lakh 1 rupee to 10 lakh. Can you tell me what is that slab rate is an applicable ma? 20%. Please remember here there is no 5% slab because below 5 lakh only we have in what ma? 5%. Here below 5 lakh is totally what ma? Exempt. So that's why 5 lakh to 1 lakh, sorry 5 lakh to 10 lakh, what is the rate ma? 20%. Next one ma? Above 10 lakh is nothing but what ma? Above 10 lakh is nothing but what is the tax rate ma? 30%. Okay. So please message me in a chat box if individual having the 95 years of age, that individual residential status is non-resident. What is the basic exemption limit? Once again I am repeating, an individual having the age of 92 years, that individual residential status is non-resident. What is the basic exemption limit? All of you please type 2,50,000. Okay. One more question I want to ask you. An individual having exactly 60 years, he is a resident. What is the basic exemption limit? Exactly having the 60 years, he is a resident. Exact 60 years. Please remember, 60 or more than 60, you are a senior citizen. Sorry, you are a senior citizen. Please remember that point. 80 or more than 80, then you are a super senior citizen. That limits you have to remember. Okay. What is the highest slab rate is applicable for any individual? What is the highest slab rate ma? 30%. What is the highest slab rate ma? 30%. Are you comfortable till now ma? Yes. Next one. Fourth one. Yes, fourth one. I want to know the tax rates for the firm, limited liability partnership firm. For the limited liability partnership firm and for the partnership firm, there is no basic exemption limit. That's why flat rate. If you are at the 100 rupees income, on 100 you have to pay the tax. Yes. Can you tell me what is the rate is an applicable? Flat rate. Can you tell me what is that rate? 30%. Next, fifth one. Local authority. Can you tell me what do you mean by the local authority? Which things are included in the local authority? municipality, panchayat, corporations are covered under the what ma? Local authority. For them also, what is the basic exemption limit ma? Nil. What is the basic exemption limit for local authority? Nil. That means they have to pay the tax at what rates ma? Flat rates. They are required to pay the tax at what ma? Flat rates. That is what ma? 30%. So next, sixth one, cooperative society. Can you tell me, cooperative society having any basic exemption limit? Please check it out. For the cooperative society, what is the basic exemption limit? Nil. What is the basic exemption limit? Nil. So if you are observing that cooperative society basic exemption limit nil means they have to pay 0 to up to 10,000. Next slab 10,001 rupee to 20,000. Next above 20,000. So maybe you are tempted to take the up to 10,000 as a nil. No, here basic exemption limit is nil. That means from 1 rupee to 10,000 you have to pay the tax at the rate of 10%. 10,000 to 20,000 you have to pay the tax at what part? 20%. Above 20,000 you have to pay the tax at what part? 30%. So please remember, for the cooperative society we are following the slab rates only. So normally all the persons are thinking as an, if you are following the slab rates, so basic exemption limit is there. Yes, that is incorrect only, but this is an exception to that what part? Cooperative society. We are following that what part? Slab rate, but there is no basic exemption limit. So if there is no basic exemption limit, can you tell me for whom? Company, partnership firm, LLP, local authority, for them only tax rates will be what ma? Flat rates, because they don't having the what ma? Basic exemption limit. In person definition, if any person having the what ma? Basic exemption limit, for them we are following the what ma? Slab rates. Exception for this is nothing but what ma? Cooperative society. For cooperative society, basic exemption limit is what ma? Nil. But we are following the what ma? Slab rates. Can you tell me what do you mean by the slab rates? Level of income increases, we are increasing the what ma? Tax rate also. Level of income increases, we are increasing the what ma? Slab rate also. Next. Can you tell me all the things are over or any things we want to know ma? In person definition, tax rates, a normal tax rate for all the persons we know, or we have to know ma? We have to know about the company. We have to know about the what ma? Company. Shall we start the tax rates for the company? Can you tell me what is that point ma? 6th is over. I have to start the 7th one. That is nothing but what ma? Company. In an Income Tax Act 1961, we have to classify the company always in terms of two ma. First of all, that is a domestic company as well as what ma? Foreign company. What is that ma? Domestic company as well as what ma? Foreign company. Yes, please remember, domestic company, once again I want to classify into two types. First one, turnover or gross receipts in the previous year 21-22 does not exceed rupees 400 crores, not lakhs, 400 crores. Okay. So please tell me, for which year we want to know the tax rates in this ma? Previous year 23-24, assessment year what ma? 24-25. So present we have to know the tax rate for these years only. In order to know about the tax rates for the previous year 23-24, You have to know the turnover of which year, ma? Previous year 21-22. Yes, sir. Students are doing that mistake here. That check at the turnover for the current previous year. No. If you want to know the domestic company tax rate, you have to check the previous year 21-22 turnover. If that is does not exceed the 400 crores, it is less than the how many crores, ma? 400 crores. Then tax rate is 25% only. Then next thing, other domestic companies. Can you tell me what do you mean with other domestic companies? Yes, I will tell you. Other domestic companies means, yes sir, 400 crores are exceeded or nothing but what initially started that company. So nothing but in the present previous year only that company started. In other domestic companies cases, can you tell me what is the tax rate, ma? At the rate of 30%. At the rate of what, ma? 30%. So once again, I am repeating this point for domestic company. If you want to the tax rate for the current previous year, what is that, ma? 23-24, you have to check the company's turnover for which year, ma? Previous year 21-22. If the previous year 21-22 turnover does not exceed the 400 crores, applicable tax rate is 25%. That is a small company because the limit 400 crores not exceeded. If exceeded, then what is the tax rate? 30%. Next, for foreign company, all the persons are trying to take the same tax rate for the foreign company, 40%. But I want to deviate here itself. Yes, I want to deviate here itself, ma. So actually, this needs to be this needs to be discussed within the international taxation, but I want to cover here itself. For that foreign company, in any books also, if you are referred, so flat 40%, that's enough. They are given like this only, so that's why, but I am changing that point, ma. If any foreign company having that royalty income and FTS, can you tell me full form of FTS, ma? Fees for technical services. What is that, ma? Fees for technical services from government or from Indian concern. Concern means what, ma? Entity. From Indian concern. So one foreign company receiving, can you tell me what, ma? Receiving royalty and or fees for technical services from government, Indian government or from any Indian entity. Then in this situation, the tax rate, what is that, ma? In this situation, the tax rate is, yes, ma. So you are receiving the royalty income or fees from technical service from the government or Indian concern. So that's why definitely you have to enter into an agreement between the government of India and what, ma? Foreign company, or Indian concern and foreign company. Definitely we have to enter into what, ma? An agreement. So how we can realize the money? What is the due dates for making the payment? These are all the things will be entered in an agreement. Yes, an agreement with respect to the royalties. With respect to that what, ma? Royalties. That must be 1/4/1961 between the what, ma? 1/4/1961 to 31st March 1976. In between this period, if an agreement is entered with respect to what, ma? Royalties. With respect to that, fees for technical services. So that agreement is entered on 1/4/1964 to 31st March 1976. If these are all the things are satisfied, for that foreign company, this royalty income and the fees for technical service is called as what, ma? Income only. On this income, they have to pay the tax at the rate of what, ma? 50%, not 40. What is the tax rate they have to pay, ma? 50%. Remaining other cases, all other cases, if foreign company have an income, then they have to pay the tax at what, ma? 40% only. Yes. Shall we start once again? Companies can be classified into two types. The first one, domestic company and foreign company. If the domestic company previous year 21-22 turnover does not exceed 400 crores, 25%, otherwise 30%. Foreign company, if they are receiving the royalty income and fees from technical services from Indian government and Indian companies. Other Indian companies. If they have an agreement, entered into agreement with respect of royalty and with respect of fees from technical service in between the duration, then applicable tax rate is what, 50% with respect to the royalty income and fees from technical services income. The remaining all other cases, can you tell me what is the tax rate for the foreign companies? 40%. Yes. So this is all about the what, normal tax rate. Are you clear up to now? All of you, please give me reply. Yes, I'm expecting at least one reply from all of you. Yes, okay. So just so please hold the chat box. So I want to ask the questions. For company, flat rates or slab rates? For company, flat rates or slab rates? We have. For company, we have in slab rates or flat rates. For cooperative society, what we have? For cooperative society, please think wisely. For cooperative society, what we have? For partnership firm. For partnership firm. For local authority. Yes. Thank you. Super. Next one. Next one. As of now, we are done with the income tax liability. For calculation of income tax liability, can you tell me what, ma? For calculation of income tax liability, we have to use the normal tax rates or optional tax rates. Normal tax rates or optional tax rate. Okay. In addition to that, some incomes are always taxable at what, ma? Special tax rate. Okay. So next discussion, I want to go with the what, ma? Surcharge. Okay. Later on, I will tell you optional tax rate as well as what, ma? Special tax rates also. After completion of normal tax rates, I want to start the discussion of what, ma? I want to start the discussion of what, ma? Surcharge. Normal tax rate is over. Straight away, I want to start with the what, ma? Surcharge. Ayyo. So normal tax rate is over. Next time started with the what, ma? Surcharge concept. Okay. Give the heading surcharge. So right now we are in the tax rates only. That means we are still discussing that all the tax rates in the point number F. In point number F, just we are done with the normal tax rates. Then after we have started the what, ma? Surcharge. Okay. So if you are observing that direct tax is an, yes sir, what is the nature of taxes, ma? Progressive basis or regressive? Direct tax is nothing but what, ma? It is a progressive nature. What is that, ma? Progressive nature. So that means if you are earn the more income, you have to pay the what, ma? More and more tax. So if you are observing that indirect taxes, this is an what, ma? Regressive based tax. What is that, ma? Regressive based. Okay. So if you are a normal person, okay, just I will collect the income tax only from you. If you are a normal person, I will collect only what, ma? Income tax. If you are rich, I will collect the surcharge also from you. I will collect the what, ma? Surcharge also from you. Okay. Because what, ma? If you are rich, you have to pay that more and more tax. If income increases, automatically tax will be also increases. That's why this is called as what, ma? Progressive nature. Simply, I can tell you one more meaning also. In direct tax, always there is a difference between rich and poor. So definitely in income tax, we have an what, ma? There is an always the difference between whom, ma? Rich and poor. So we are giving the different tax treatment for the rich as well as what, ma? Poor. Next. So here no difference between the rich and poor. If beggar is purchasing the santosh soap, same price. Even child is also purchasing that santosh soap, same price, and same tax you have to pay. Even Ambani purchases also, that is the same price. There is no difference between the what, ma? Rich and poor in terms of what, ma? Indirect taxation. Next, Jamuna, thank you. I think you are saying the your writing is super simple to understand this. Sir. Thank you. Okay, sir. Thank you. And you are also need to write along with me. Don't ask the handwritten note soft copy. So all of you in that SAAHAS batch, I'm telling you. So please write along with me. So some students in regular batch also many students are asking the handwritten note soft copy. Yes, I can share. But what is the disadvantage? So my handwriting definitely. So that is an understandable for you. So for me only. So if you are written the notes at least once at the time of listening the class, automatically that will be registered in your mind. So printed notes, handwritten notes, which one will be comfortable? Definitely, I will tell you handwritten only if you are written that notes. So printing and handwritten. Can you tell me what is registered speedily in your mind, sir? Handwritten only will register speedily in your mind. So that's why please go with the handwritten only for all concepts. So that's why all the toppers will prepare the gist as well as what my summary notes for all subjects also. Next thing. Okay. Surcharge means we can say it is a tax on tax. Why we are termed as a tax on tax, I will tell you. So if you want to collect the surcharge, if you want to collect the what, surcharge, can you tell me on which amount we are collecting the surcharge? On which amount we are collecting the surcharge? On income tax only we are collecting the surcharge, or not total income. So if you are observing that on total income, we are collecting the what, income tax. On total income, we have to apply the what, income tax rates, and we need to calculate what, income tax liability. After that, on this income tax, we have to apply what, surcharge rates, and we need to find out the what, surcharge. So that's why we are call it as an tax on tax. We are calling it as an what, tax on tax. All of you, please remember, surcharge rates are amended in Finance Act 2023. So earlier surcharge rates are changed in the Finance Act 2023. All of you, please listen carefully. Here, I am talking about the surcharge rates for an individual HUF, BOI, not AOP. I am excluded the AOP here. BOI, AJP, okay, here I am written the AOP. Can you tell me in that association of person who can become the member? All the persons can become the member. So companies also can become member, partnership firm also can become member, and different individuals also can become the members. While I am discussing the surcharge rates, individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. In AJP, other than AOP consisting only companies as members. companies as what ma members? Yes, please tell me. Individual, HUF, BOI, AJP. For them, normal. So normally, other than AOP consisting only companies as a members. In one AOP, 3 companies as a members. Can you tell me other than the type of AOP is only covered here? Yes, sir. In one AOP, so one company 1, company 2, company 3 is in members. Only 3 companies are covered. So for them, this is not an applicable. Other than AOP consisting only companies as the members. So I will tell you, in one AOP, one partnership firm, one company is a members. For them, this is only the surcharge. If only companies consisting as the members in the AOP, that is covered under second part. I will tell you after that. Okay? Yes. In this situation, I want to check it out. While you are discussing the tax rates, normal tax rate, you need to check it out about the residential status as well as yes. For that individual, you have to discuss the what ma yes. Remaining all the persons, you have to discuss residential status also. But while we are discussing the surcharge, this is an all or that what ma irrespective of yes, comma or what ma residential status. Irrespective of what ma yes and what ma residential status. No need to think about the residential status and yes of the SSEs while you are finding out of the what ma surcharge. Okay. So what is that amendment here? I want to classify these are all into 2 categories ma. I want to classify the all into how many categories ma? 2 categories. First category. If they are following the normal tax rates, if they are following the what ma? Normal tax rates. I think all of you know what are the normal tax rates are applicable for the individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Okay. But AOP is an excluded one category. Here, what is that category is an excluded ma? In AOP, only companies as a members are there. For that AOP, these are the not surcharge rates. These are not surcharge rates. For that, we will discuss the later. For that, what is the surcharge rate? I will discuss you later. Yes. If you are following the normal tax rate, then what are the tax rates? I will tell you. Just listen carefully. Yes. If the total income, yes. Can you tell me surcharge will be levied in the hands of rich persons only? How can I identify that person as a rich man based on your total income only? Yes. And what is a surcharge rate? What is a surcharge rate? Yes. So please make an observation. If your total income is 50 lakhs or less than 50 lakhs, then you are in rich or poor ma. They are considered as an you are in poor. Then no need to pay the what ma surcharge. For an individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. If your total income less than or equal to what ma 50 lakh, no need to pay what ma any surcharge. Or if your income is more than 50 lakh or less than or equal to 1 CR, more than 50 lakh, less than or equal to 1 CR, then you have to pay the surcharge. Can you tell me what is the rate ma? 10% off. Can you tell me? This is an applicable on what ma? Tax. This is an tax on tax means the surcharge rate we have to apply on what? All of you apply on what? Applied on what ma? Income tax. Applied on what ma? Income tax. So this is only the basic mistake done by the students. So please remember, if you are following if you are calculating the income tax liability, first one, that rates needs to be applied on total income. If you are finding the surcharge, you have to apply the surcharge rate on what ma? Income tax. You have to apply the surcharge rate on what ma? Income tax. Okay. Then if your income is more than 1 crore, less than or equal to what ma? 2 crores, then surcharge rate will be 15% of income tax. 15% of what ma? Income tax. Next, if your total income is more than how much ma? 2 crores, less than how much ma? 5 crores, less than or equal to what ma? 5 crores, then your surcharge rate will be, yes ma, 25% of income tax. 25% of what ma? Income tax. Next one, if you are following the normal tax rate and you are an individual, HUF, AOP, BOI or AJP, then your total income will be more than 5 crores. Yes, sir, any amount also that is more than 5 crores. What is the surcharge rate, ma? 37% of income tax. So please remember always while calculating the surcharge, tax rates or surcharge rates needs to be applied on what ma? Income tax only. Next. Sir, for the individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, they have an option to follow the what ma? Optional tax rates also. Okay. They can follow the what ma? Optional tax rate also. In future, I will tell you what do you mean with the optional tax rates and what are the optional tax rates also. If they are followed the optional tax rate, different surcharge rates we have to follow. In previous Finance Act, we have in same surcharge rates for the both the SSEs. Here, they are classifying the SSEs into two, individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. If you are following the normal tax rate, 10%, 15%, 25%, 37% surcharge rates are there. But if you are following the optional tax rate, then what is the surcharge rates? I will tell you. Then your total income we need to check. If your total income, based on that I will tell you what ma surcharge. Based on that I will tell you what ma surcharge. So all of you, are you understood ma till now? Please let me know. Shilpa, Amrita, Parvati, Jamuna, Nivedita, Nagarajan, Monisha, Kartikeyan. All of you, please give me reply. Yes, ma'am. If you are followed the optional tax rate, here also the same momentum they are continued. If you have in less than or equal to 50 lakh, no need to collect the surcharge from you. If you have in more than 50 lakh, less than or equal to 1 CR, then we want to collect the what ma? 10% of income tax. 10% of what ma? Income tax here also. Next one. More than 1 crore, less than or equal to what ma? 2 crore. How much ma? 15% of income tax. Next, last one, more than 2 CR. If an individual HUF, AOP, AJP, BOI, AOP, if the persons are following the optional tax rate, if their total income more than 2 crores, then they have to pay the what ma? 25% of income tax. 25% of income tax. What is the difference here? There is no 37% surcharge rate here. There is no 37% surcharge rate here. So that's why we want to discuss these are all the things in a manner. Are you clear up to now? Always please remember, surcharge means tax on tax. We want to collect the surcharge on income tax only. So below 50 lakhs are equal, no need to pay the surcharge. 50 lakh to 1 crore, 1 crore to 2 crores. Yes, sorry, 50 lakh to 1 crore, 1 crore to 2 crores, 2 crores to 5 crores, above 5 crores in case of normal tax rate. In case of optional tax rate, below 50 lakhs are equal, no surcharge. Next one ma, 50 lakh to 1 crore, 1 crore to 2 crore, above 2 crores. Yes. Next one. So right now I am discussing the surcharge rates for the HUMMA, individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJB only. Well, what about the remaining? Yes, that is only I will cover as an others. Can you tell me here? I'm giving the what in surcharge A point for that individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. I want to give you that for the second B, others. Can you tell me who are covered under others, ma? I will tell you. First one, firm, LLP, local authority. I want to give you that surcharge rate for them only. Local authorities. Next one, ma, domestic companies. Next, can you tell me for whom we want to know that? Yes, ma, I will tell you the domestic company along with the cooperative society also. Cooperative society. Next one, ma, foreign company. Next one, ma, foreign company. Next one, ma, foreign company. So if you are observing that, sir, if others means nothing but whom are here, them, their total income more than 1 crore, then we have to collect the what ma surcharge. Less than or equal to 10 crore, there is an one thing ma. And if their total income more than how much ma 10 crore, we want to collect the another type of surcharge. That's why I want to know that what ma. So in others category, surcharge will levied from the what ma if their total income exceeded the 1 crore. 1 crore to 10 crore, one type of surcharge rate. If the 10 crores crosses, another surcharge rate is there. Okay. For partnership firm, LLP, local authority, always surcharge rate is 12% ma. If that is an 1 to 10 also, more than 10 crores also, surcharge rate is an always what ma? 12%. Can you tell me the surcharge rates needs to be applied on which ma? Income tax. Domestic companies normal tax rates, please let me know, 25% or 30%. For foreign companies, what is the tax rate ma? 40% is there. So with respect to the domestic company, we are we are collecting the low amount of income tax. That's why we need to collect the high amount of surcharge. Please remember the reason. So if you are observing that for the domestic companies and cooperative society, we have to collect the surcharge as an 7 and 12. For foreign companies, we want to collect the 2 and 5%. Why we are charging the less surcharge rates for the foreign company compared to the domestic company? Because for the domestic company, we are collected the less tax rates. So that's why we want to collect the more amount of surcharge. So we are already collected the more amount of the tax in case of foreign company. So that's why we want to collect the less amount of surcharge compared to the domestic companies. So please remember the logic why we are having the more surcharge rates for the domestic company, because we are collecting the less amount of income tax by using the 25% or 30%. So that's why we haven't got more and more surcharge rates for the domestic company. Yes. So please give me clarity about it, ma, all of you. Up to now, all the persons surcharge rates are over except one. Please identify for whom we have to discuss the surcharge rates. Please identify the point number A and point number B and tell me for whom we have to discuss the surcharge rates separately. AOP consisting only companies as members. That is not covered in the A category. Shubha Monisha. Yes, I want to tell you once again, if AOP consisting only companies as members, that is an excluded from the A category. So that's why we have to discuss in the C point. So are you clear? Yes, ma'am. AOP consisting only companies as members. Only companies as what ma? Members. So here we have to discuss the what ma surcharge rate for them also. Based on that what ma surcharge always decides based on total income. Surcharge will always decides based on what ma total income. If total income more than 50 lakhs to 1 CR, more than 50 lakh to what ma 1 CR. So here you have to remember specially these limits ma. Next, if the total income, can you tell me last one ma? If the total income you can expect this more than what ma 1 crore. Yes, please let me know what is the surcharge rate is an applicable here. 10%, 15%. This is also amendment for the Finance Act 2023. All of you, are you clear up to now ma? Please let me know. Yes. So I think we have 5 minutes more. We will revise the total things ma. What are the things we have started? Initially, we have started with the charging section. So in charging section, we have discussed what ma? Basic exemption limits. So after the completion of basic exemption limits, so we have started with the what ma? Tax rates. If you want to calculate the tax liability, first you have to find out the what ma? Income tax liability. So for that income tax liability, we want to add surcharge. For that income tax liability and the surcharge, we have to add what ma? Health and education cess. While you are finding out the income tax liability, you have to know about the normal tax rates or optional tax rate. You can follow either any one of them. Either normal tax rates also you can follow or optional tax rates also you can follow. Next. So normal tax rate we have started and the discussion is also over. And next thing, we want to know about the surcharge. Can you tell me surcharge means what ma? Tax on tax. So always, if you are found at the income tax liability, on this we have to apply the what ma? Surcharge rates. Can you tell me surcharge levied or not levied will depends upon the what ma? Total income of a person. Surcharge will be levied or not levied will be depends upon the what ma? Total income of a person. If in total income of a person, yes sir, coming to that individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Can you tell me AOP consisting of what ma? Other than companies only other members. So in this situation, if they are following the normal tax rate, one type is there. If they are following the optional tax rate, another type is there. Next, for companies, for local authorities, firm or LLP, cooperative society, foreign company, we have what ma? Different discussion of surcharge rates. 1 crore to 10 crores, about 10 crores is there. Last one, what is that ma? AOP consisting only companies as a members, different surcharge rates are there. Please revise all the things in your free time. So that maybe in the evening session, that means after 8. So after the class over also, at least revise all the things once. Once again, I am telling to you, all of you. So I will discuss all the chapters in this speed only. So total duration of the direct taxation will be 130 hours around. In these 130 hours, I will discuss all the concepts in this manner only. So believe me, in face-to-face batch, in this manner only we are discussed. That batch is already over. In this also, I am going with the same speed only. You have to write along with me. So all the things will be same only. Are you clear up to now? Yes. Shall we meet tomorrow? So I think Monday onwards, I will take the 3 hours from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I will take the direct taxation classes and remaining classes also will be intimated shortly. From Monday onwards, you have a full-fledged schedule. The practicals also, after the theoretical discussions over every chapter, and we will discuss the practical questions, ma. I think we have a workbook also. I will show you. So after the completion of first chapter, I will open this workbook. So this is a basic concepts related workbook. Basic concepts related workbook. So please check it out. We have nearly 5 questions, I think. So 4 questions. That's enough. In next chapter, after the discussion of second chapter, return of income, I will discuss the practicals also. So tomorrow may be the same timings. From Monday onwards, we have a full-fledged schedule. Okay. Tomorrow also, I think we have a same schedule. In morning, we have an SFM as well as law. In evening, SCM and direct taxation. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask with me. Otherwise, we can close the session and yes. So okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Sir, tomorrow law classes till now we are not added to group. No issue, sir. So if not added to that group also, no problem. Maybe you will get the class on YouTube only. Don't think about it. If we want to give that access in that BCCA app, definitely our staff will approach you and they will give you that access in that app. So maybe, so that particular faculty having some other plans also. So please wait for it. Definitely they will give you that access in app if they have started the class in app. Okay. So Lakshmi Prasanna, I think I want to give you that clarity about the direct taxation materials at once again to all of you. So in your, I think in your WhatsApp group, I will message you. So I think I will send you in Google form. I will send you in Google form also. Along with the payment details, I will give you. So after making the payment of rupees 599, both for the concept book and workbook. Concept book and workbook. So you will get the hard copy of these things, and the next MCQ book and handwritten notes, I will share you the soft copy. This thing will be in the soft copy format. So automatically our staff will send you that all the things, ma'am. Okay, if you are paid any excess amount also, they will give you the refund, no issue. For the SAAHAS batch students, for an outsiders, it may be 1099. For other students, as well as for course purchase students, it is in 5099. So just I am giving the for SAAHAS batch students only, that is in 599. If you are paid any excess amount also, you can contact with me on WhatsApp. I will give you the refund. No issue. Okay. So just Karthikeyan, no need to get in tension, sir. I am only given the direction for the staff. No issue. If you are paid any excess amount also, they will give you the refund also. No issue. Yes. Instead of messaging the staff, okay. If they are not giving the reply, yes, message me also. I will give you that Google form along with the payment details. Sir, are you sure it will be completed till May 11th? Because we need surely time for the revision of DT. Yes. Jamuna, we have limited time for June terms, or if you are taking the Sundays also, it will be helpful. So if I am taking the classes on Sundays also, definitely, if time permits, we will take the classes on Sundays also. So we need in 1 day rest, that's it. So for all the days we are taking the classes, Sunday we need a rest. Okay, if time permits, definitely we will take the classes on Sundays also. Yes, Monisha, syllabus will be completed on May 11th only. No need to get in tension about the syllabus completion. Just complete the revision, ma. From Monday onwards, I will take the 3 hours. All other faculties also trying to take the 3 hours only. Then after the completion of 1 or 2 weeks, your doubts about the syllabus completion may be resolved. Okay. Yes. Is there any other thing you want to confirm with me, ma? So with respect to the materials, I want to give you the one more update. DT is in completely, we are already set one material for the delivery. That's why this is an easy for delivery and this is an easy for sending also. Remaining all the things, we want to give the new material or new versions to the SAAHAS batch students. So that's why SFM and SCM as well, all other things also, it may get delayed. Delayed means nothing but 2 or 3 days it will take. That's why. So all other materials are already set. So except what SFM. So sir wants to give the color material of hard copies to that all the students also. That's why. So that might be delayed for the 2 or 3 days only. Yes, they will give you that clarity about all the things. And yesterday I think we have sent the timetable in the late night. So that is an unfortunate situation only. So tomorrow also we haven't same timetable. If any changes is there before 9 p.m. itself, we will confirm with it. So no need to get any tension about it, and we will take the nearly 9 hours or 10 hours classes per day for the entire group 3. Okay. So please revise all the things which we are discussed in today's as well as yesterday's sessions. So tomorrow we will meet at the same time. Thank you. Have a nice day. ఒక్క నిమిషం అర్థం కదా